well-drilled side. Shogun ladies were ruthless yesterday against the Kenya Cubs.
Kick off there from Mwamba ladies. Shogun ladies doing well to get that ball. Now they're able to work with it. Moving it, going through the paces early on here. But that ball goes into touch, goes dead into touch. Mwamba getting a feel of possession now early in this first half. They have the right territory. They are in Shogun ladies 22.
Yeah. It's a decent side, this Mwamba select. Naomi Jelagat, part of the Mwamba winning team. Add to that the likes of Diana Kemunto from Impala. Not a bad team, Mwamba select, but there's a lot of pedigree also on the Shogun side. I thought that was a turnover there by Diana Kemunto. No, offside, says the referee.
Yeah, just referee was right there on the spot. Mwamba ladies gifting possession back to Shogun. Shogun with ball in hand, looking for space out in the 5-meter channel. Again, swinging it back to the left where they have numbers if they can use it well. Coming in on a dummy, and then opens up once the Mwamba defenders beat into it. Just having enough pace to go all the way to score their first try. Kalota Kaikoya goes over for the first try for Shogun ladies. That Eunice Obadia beat into that dummy run.
Yes, we saw the Costa Blanca Barbarians also using that play where there is somebody coming a short line. Sometimes they tried a couple of times, didn't seem to work. What Shogun have done here, they do a bit of a show and go on that line. Brings in the last defender, so it brings the defense tight in. Makes the defender have that wide bend, what some people call a wide bend, forcing the defender to come in there, as you see. Carlotta just showing and then leaving, using her pace to square the edge there.
Yeah, she didn't seem like she was on fourth gear.
No, she just sort of
managing the defenders there.
She's complaining that maybe she's got a bit of a seatbelt, or you see the knock on here.
Yeah, lack of concentration there from Mwamba ladies.
Yeah.
Just took her eye off the ball there slightly.
Clutch! Bind! Sit!
I'm just making the point there that sometimes they use this short line, players coming in running an unders line, but here it just seems to be setting it to the edge. And the second man, or second last player, rather the center, doesn't immediately pass to the outside. As you see that try there, I think it was Charlotte Woodman, was it?
Yeah, they just now easing themselves away from Mwamba. Another 5-pointer coming in from Charlotte Woodman.
Woodman there with a very famous name in the women's sevens. For those of you who know a little bit about international women's sevens, you probably know Portia Woodman, who's now also known as Portia Woodman Wycliffe, I think. So I'm just saying there that they're using that show and go on the second last player or the center just before the ball goes to the wing, so they're not necessarily sending it out immediately. Shogun.
They're manipulating Mwamba's defense. And Mwamba really have to be wary here. Another carry there by Carlotta on that 5-meter channel. Referee just asks Mwamba ladies to be aware that's a tackle area, no hands in that rack.
Yeah, just watch this here. So second person, he just went forward. So what they're doing is second last player, if you can call it that, especially on the second phase, is just carrying the ball up, forcing the outside defender to bite in.
Yeah.
Because the catch-up defender here from Mwamba Select is not reaching in a good time, so that forces the winger to come back in, and then they release the pass.
Yeah.
In this case, just a little bit forward.
Drifted forward.
To shallow Woodman. But if that going to hand, could have been a try there.
Yeah, Mwamba ladies staring down, second defeat. They don't get themselves back into this one. Yesterday, losing their first match against Costa Blanca. It was a big score, that one, 29-0 in favor of Costa Blanca. But this is a much closer one in the first half, 12 down. If they can get themselves onto the scoreboard before the first half, then they'll have a fighting chance. Going all the way on the 5-meter channel and then gets bundled into touch.
That's a good tackle there by the Mwamba select, Caroline Flatikival. I hope I got that name wrong, correct?
Yeah, we'll have to get ourselves familiar with those ones. But
just pushed out to the edge there and then got the tackle in the end, using the touchline very well.
Mwamba ladies recovering that defensive line out. They're 10 meters out from their try line, and probably if they don't back their own handling skills, they have to use the boot to get out of here.
Yeah, Caroline seems to have had that call from you as she makes the kick, but again, it's gone to Charlotte Woodman. You don't want to kick to, I think you don't want to kick to anybody called Woodman. It's sevens.
Yeah, Mwamba ladies learning that very quickly here as Charlotte gets her second try and third for Shogun ladies. Seconds before the first half break. Mwamba just not really able to exit their red zone, and those mistakes being punished by the Shogun ladies. Shogun ladies gunning for their second win. Yesterday they played against the Kenya Cubs, won that one 32-5. That conversion is missed. As you see there, Woodman just had the better pace and took out her opponent. Eunice Obadia there goes over to score.
Offside.
Referee calls offside on Shogun ladies from that kickoff.
I thought it was a really good kickoff by Carlota, but it seems some of the players have drifted offside. Good carry there by Diana Kemunto, but it's a good turnover, I think. I thought it was a good turnover.
Seems like she went off it in that contest. Now Mwamba ladies playing well here, but keeping the...
Oh, she's isolated, I think. Pretty lucky. I thought she was isolated.
Yeah, surviving that one. Referee in favor of that. Mwamba ladies doing well here, going several phases, but still keeping the playing area very compact. Still playing in all of just around 7 meters both sides, not using the full width of the pitch. Costa Blanca just realigning themselves on defense every time they get into set piece.
That's a good observation there, you're right. They are really, really compact here, Mwamba ladies, but even though they're keeping good possession, they still have the ball.
Yeah, now here an opportunity if she gets past that. Good offload, going for their first try in this match and getting themselves over after sustained possession. That is Lynette Mora hitting back from Mwamba as we are in the extra time of this first half. Well sustained pressure in possession there.
Yes, we thought it's a bit too compact, but I guess the
offload.
Yes, the tackling and the several tackles that the Shogun had to keep up with perhaps created that deficit in the end.
Yeah, the difference was actually they have been going for the racks, but in that last phase of play it was an offload.
Correct.
Before Shogun could come in for the rack. Because Shogun, what they were doing was they're just peeling off those racks and realigning.
Putting numbers there, and then they just... And now this time, they do call a Rudisha, so they get a return from that phase of play.
Yeah, nice rewards there for Mwamba ladies. Going into this halftime, they have done well to get themselves onto the scoreboard. We break for the halftime, 17-5 in favor of Shogun ladies. It was panning out to be all Shogun in the first half, but Mwamba Select coming back the end of that first half, making this one a more competitive second half.
Oh, that's a really clever kickoff. Oh, she has to serve it, Caroline. Just at the edge there. Oh, she's in trouble. Tackle, referee says. Yes, but I think they're really, really lucky. That was a wonderful kickoff there, but I think it was Carlota Kaikoya who just kicked right literally at the corner there.
Very pinpoint.
Very pinpoint kickoff. And then Caroline just keeping her foot just inside. And then getting there the favor from the referee. I think the Shogun defender just went off their feet because the tackle was already completed. And they get to survive that one. But still, it's a Shogun ball, just outside the 22.
Yeah, Mwamba doing well to survive that onslaught. That kickoff turning to be a deadly weapon. Referee just calling it a free kick for crossing over in the line-out jump.
No, free kick. It's a free kick. Free kick.
The referee just confusing the players because I think initially he said a free kick for Mwamba, but his hand is showing free kick on the Shogun side. Then again, it's
Mwamba.
Yeah, there you go. It's a free kick. Oh, yeah. Can they kick it straight up? No.
Yeah, that's a deadly mistake because they had an opportunity for territory.
I think it's lucky they get a reward for that, but I'm not sure the Mwamba select player understood what she was trying to do there, because she was trying to kick it into touch, was she?
Yeah, she went for touch, but that would have been against them because they would have lost possession from a free kick. Kick it straight into touch. That is a turnover.
Okay.
Referee just trying to reset that scrum.
If you kick straight into touch without scratching, is that considered to be straight out because they're also the 22, and then you come back, or is that what would have happened there?
I think it should be it might be a straight out.
No.
Nonetheless, that ball never cleared into touch. Mwamba having ball now, cutting back into traffic and surviving the first tackle. Offloads in tackle there, carrying it strongly on that outside channel. Clarice Mutambi going into contact and losing the ball.
Knock on.
Clarice Mutambi talking to the referee there that the Shogun ladies is the one who took the ball and knocked it on.
Correct. That she tried to rip it off her hand, and therefore the knock-on is by Shogun. That's what she's claiming. Referee having none of it, and gives the advantage to Shogun.
Shogun with a put-in there. They lose that ball against the put-in. Turnover here for Mwamba ladies. Getting another test of possession. This one will be turned over.
Yeah, to be turned over, yeah. For a turnover there.
Isolated, supporting players not coming in to protect that track. Then Shogun ladies go for a quick tap and go, floating chicken wing pass and pinning her ears and going and is gone to score another try. This will be Ametsa Ulibari. That was a good offload in the tackle there that created opportunity for Ametsa to just get into that gap and go all the way.
The awareness of these Shogun players in terms of both support and the gap, they took the space, ran a straight line, and then support player also chose a very good line again in terms of support.
Yeah. Came in close and benefited from that offload.
Yeah, just
made it easy for the offload.
There you go. And then the offload. Caroline was still defending on the outside because they still had an extra person on the outside. But Ametsa Uribali there just running a short line off the shoulder and getting the reward for it.
Wow, Mwamba ladies with another error. Not really under a lot of pressure, but knocks it on. And just 5 meters out, gifting your opponent's ball so simply like that.
And this is very motivating for Shogun because all you have to do is score, and then you kick off, and forced error, you're 5 meters away from the try line. How motivating is this to Shogun women?
Yeah, just getting themselves cheap possession here.
Just watch the short play here. They'll be about 10 meters out of the try line. Let's see if they play the short line here, Shogun. Here we go. There you go. They played short.
And quickly recycling it out. But this time round, electing to come in for a reset.
Was that offside because she offloaded before she went into the tackle wasn't complete.
The
She offloaded, but the referee says
referee calls the offside from that rack in the tackle area.
it'd be good to see that again, but it's the referee's call. Looks like an obvious overlap here, just hands to the end. Yeah.
Going over for another try. This one is by Clara Ferrell. Clara Ferrell with a try that seals this one, puts them away from Mwamba Ladies. There's no coming back from Mwamba Ladies in this one. That early knock-on put them under pressure in terms of territory. Finally, Shogun Ladies making them pay. Steep learning curve here from Mwamba Ladies. Lost yesterday 29-0 to Costa Blanca. Facing similar margin, if not more, with just over a minute remaining. This year just over chasing steps back in and badges over the whitewash.
Yeah, some good sevens rugby here from the Shogun women's team.
Ball is kicked into touch there.
Straight
Mwamba.
out. Is it? Oh, she was inside.
She was inside the 22. And using the boot as an opportunity to ease pressure, at least territorially.
A couple of substitutions from the Mwamba select. Nolin Hailei has come in.
No one covering the backyard for Mwamba, but there's enough pace out there.
And I think Rudisha
just steps back in and continues on her run. Clara Ferrell goes over for her second try in this match, this second half. Coming in and just...
Sorry, I was just going to say that Rudisha had enough pace to cover, but what she was doing that is she overchased.
And the inside defender wasn't there to help.
And the catch-up defender again, yes, exactly. Didn't come in good time.
Clara Ferrell with that try.
So Clara very clever there, just stepping off her right foot, getting rid of Rudisha, and because the catch-up defender didn't come in good time, she had enough space just to go all the way to the try line.
They're looking for the conversion to close off this, and it's a grass cutter over kick.
Yeah, not the best. There you go. Rudisha just overchasing. She's good. She's quick enough. Moraa.
Yeah, she had her on pace. They were matched on pace.
Yeah, Lynette Moraa is good enough, but because she was overchasing and the catch-up defender wasn't coming in good time. Not again.
Easy possession here for Shogun. It's been the story of the second half. Kick-off, knock-on, errors by Mwamba Ladies. And as you said, it's really a motivating factor for Shogun Ladies.
That's all I've got to do, just kick deep. Look, sevens rugby is very unforgiving when you make enforced errors. It's bad enough when the errors are forced. But when it's enforced error, 15 meters out of your try line, the game of sevens can be very, very unforgiving.
Yeah, this one has been a bad day in the office for Mwamba Ladies, but also a learning opportunity for them. Coming up against Shogun Ladies, who have more pedigree to them. Stepping back in, offloading in contact. And this one, referee calling for a high tackle, a high shot.
It was a hair pull, actually.
Yeah,
which is unacceptable.
Yeah, that's very risky. The neck area is a really soft area. Yanking your opponent's hair.
Is that a hat trick by Clara?
The referee calling that it is time on this match as we wait for that conversion. It's one of the biggest wins. It's actually the biggest win in the ladies category so far. Shogun pumping in 39 points against Mwamba Ladies.
Elijah, if you look at the Mwamba Ladies, I think maybe they've had the buzzer, but they didn't seem keen to take the kick off because they have had about 3 or 4 errors.
Yeah, they lose this one 41-5 against Shogun ladies. That's a big win for Shogun. And with those 2 wins, they march into the quarterfinals. And this one ends in favor of Shogun ladies. We'll move on to the next fixture. That will be Uganda against Tunisia ladies.